Welcome to my presentation. I'm Jacqueline and today I'm going to be teaching you about the Halifax explosion in Canada. This project was one of the most interesting things to research and learn about. The event that took place that tragic day was when two ships crashed into each other and created a massive explosion that took out half of Halifax. The explosion that occurred was one of the biggest explosions to take place in the world since the first atomic bomb got set off in 1945. After the explosion took place, Canada was seen as destructive and unsafe place to live in at the time because it killed so many people. It also left many people hospitalized. The people that did survive the event were left without any home or shelter. The photos I saw of Halifax after this tragic event looked like the town was completely demolished. The streets were covered in filth and broken down buildings. This event did not help Canada environmentally because it created pollution. Rubble littered on the streets and the air was filled with ash. It became an unlivable environment, forcing many people to evacuate their homes and communities. Although not all of Halifax was destroyed, it was only on the north side, near the harbor. After the explosion, a tsunami was caused, and the last little bits of people's homes were washed away and left hospitals overcrowded with more injured patients. Next, we are going to be talking about the ships. The Mont Blanc is a ship you can see at the top left. It is a huge ship, causing it to play a huge role in the explosion. It was carrying tons of explosives like TNT, benzol, and approximately 10 tons of gun cotton, which was used to fire ammunition during the war. The captain developed a plan, which was to make this mission as safe as possible, because the ship was carrying a lot of explosives, which can cause many things to go wrong. The Mont Blanc was designed to carry hundreds of dead or injured soldiers across the water to be hospitalized or buried after war. The ship was already in New York, and the people needed the ship to bring a couple tons of explosives across to Europe. They discovered that the ship was too heavy to travel straight to Europe, so they decided to stop at Halifax first. The ship arrived at the harbor shortly after and was waiting for the anti-submarine net to open the next morning. The ships that were leaving the harbor were all lined strategically so that nothing bad could happen. Something went wrong, and the Mont Blanc came in contact with another ship. It was too late to avoid each other, and the two ships crashed, causing the massive explosion. Canada was definitely looked down on after demolishing half of Halifax. The population of the city was 50,000, and this tragic event took out half of the people living there, only leaving the population of 25,000 people. If this event did not occur, Halifax would be more antique and have many of the same style buildings that were standing there. The government put millions of dollars they got from a donation fund they started into redoing the entire city, and now it looks more modern and has many of the similar styled buildings that we have in Toronto. Here's a photo of what it looks like now. I have decided to brainstorm an idea for a memorial to properly remember this tragic event. Anyone is invited that wants to share the condolences of the people who lost their lives. It will take place at the same harbor that was involved with this terrible accident. It is going to be a burial at sea, where people would be able to stand on the harbor and watch a similar looking ship as the Mont Blanc carry pictures and pieces of the wrecked city float off into the sea. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I hope you enjoyed.